What up, fam? And the Lord wants all of his children to be of good courage, right? So I'm just out here. I got a cup of coffee with me. You know what I mean? I'm getting into this word here. And God kind of pushed me to go in the direction of Joshua about a week ago. So I kind of been in Joshua for a few days. And if you know anything about Joshua, you know Joshua was about that action. You know what I mean? Joshua was about that action. Like, he was a five-star general. You know, he was the one that had the task of leading the people into the actual, leading the Hebrews into the actual promised land. So, you know, it was a huge task to get that far. It was a huge undertaking to do something that daunting and that big, right? This is a big mission. It's funny because the same stuff that they dealing with here in this Bible is a lot of the stuff that we dealing with today, right? So God kind of led me to chapter 9 in Joshua. So check it out when you get a chance. And it's really about frenemies, people that come disguised as your friends and your family that really mean malice and harm to you, right? And I found this kind of, hey baby, hey dog, me and the dogs out here. So I yeah, I kind of found myself beating myself up because of me being so nice and welcoming to people that meant malice for me, right? I'd be like, man, how could you be so dumb to let somebody come and get that close to you to be able to do harm to you, right? You should have been able to recognize their intentions right from the jump. And he's talking about that in here, right? But that's why it's so important to test the spirits. And I'm about to show you why. So Joshua had been putting in this work, right? He had did work in Jericho, right? He brought them walls down. It's another place called AI. I don't know if that's Allen Iverson or what, but I don't even know how to say it. I mean, it's two vowels right next to each other. How do you say that? I don't know. Excuse me. But he had victories in both of those places, right? So they know Joshua about that action. You know, his enemies know Joshua is about it. He's a five-star general. He will, you know what I mean, he will come and do with his thing. He'll come do his thing. So, chapter 9. All these people say, you know what? We know who Joshua is. We about to, you know what I mean, whatever you got, we got too. So come on with it, right? So the Hittites, right? That's one. The Amorites, that's two. The Canaanites, that's three. The Perizzites, that's four. The Hivites is five. And the Jebusites is six. Six crews. Joshua about to come up against six crews. And he don't care. He bought it, right? So they gathered together to fight. They got together. They like, okay, we're going to link up. You think you so bad? Well, see if you could beat six of us. But it was one group, right? The Gibeonites. They slick. They've been reading the 48 Laws of Power, right? That's what that's where a lot of conflict comes from today is that particular book. And I'll probably talk about that a little bit. But the 48 Laws of Power, they read the 48 Laws of Power. They said, you know what? We're gonna outsmart Joshua. So verse 4, they worked craftily and went and pretended to be ambassadors. And what did they say? They was like, man, we've been on the road for so long. You know what I mean? We've been out here traveling. Our clothes is torn. Our wine skins is torn. Our bread is moldy and stale and old. Like we've been on the road for so long, it's really taking its toll on us. And if if you anything like me, an 8-hour trip will beat you up. They acting like they've been on the road for months. So they was like, okay, make a covenant with us, right? That you'll give us what we need and that you won't hurt us. And, because we're ambassadors, we on your side. And Joshua was like, I don't know, right? And they said, like, we know what you about, and we just kind of want to be next to you. We kind of want to learn from you. We kind of want to just be on your team, right? We cool. And then go down here to verse 14. And then the men of Israel took some of their provisions, like their food, maybe their animals, their water, You know what I mean? And shared it with them, right? Because, they saying they from a far off place, but they all the time they know who they are. They all the time they know who they are, but Joshua don't know who they are. Then the men of Israel took some of their provisions. This is verse 14. But they did not ask counsel of the Lord. Always test the spirits. Always test the spirit of who is attempting to come into your circumference. Because one thing about it is when you're doing the work of the Lord, the enemy of the Lord will surely use whatever method, means, way of transportation into your life. He'll also come disguised as your friend. He'll also come disguised in any kind of way. Say the devil is tricky, right? So he'll use any kind of trick he can get. It don't matter. But he did not ask counsel of the Lord. They did not ask counsel of the Lord. So they made a covenant with him, right? They said, we'll share with you. We'll give you what you want. We'll give you what you need. We'll help you get you back on your feet. And they like, cool. But then it came time for the battle against all those other 6 groups. So Joshua and them like, well, we about to go over here and ride on these fools. But y'all with us, right? So y'all cool. And they like, yeah, we cool. So they didn't do nothing to them. They didn't touch them. They didn't jump on them. They ain't attack them. They ain't hurt them. They ain't do nothing to them. Right? So come to find out, they was like, okay, we know who y'all are now. They've been reading the 4-day laws of power. These who is it? The Gibeonites. They've been reading the 4-day laws of power like people read today. They come disguised any kind of way. And it really I know about this firsthand. I had a friend, we was cool for years, right? We was cool for years, but when it came time to flip, he came and would be talking to me. He would be coming and getting intelligence from me, finding out personal, asking me questions. How you doing this? How you doing that? How you doing, bro? Oh, man, good, man. Yeah. All the while, he taking everything that I'm telling him and running back and talking to people that don't like me, that want to see me do bad. They want to see me fall. They want to see me fail, right? So be cautious. Always test these spirits. But this is the thing about it. When Joshua finally found out who they were, right? When Joshua finally found out who they were, he was like, you, like, who, like Denzel. When Denzel was in the projects and they was like, oh, you dirty mother, right? In Training Day. That's how Joshua was like. He was like, you dirty mother, right? Y'all gonna turn on me after I done helped y'all out? Okay, bet. This is what we gonna do, right? Instead of y'all being cool, we ain't cool no more. What we gonna do? We gonna make you our servant. We gonna make you our servants. So we gonna make you carry our water. And if you know anything about water, water is heavy. Think about them dang on water bottles when you carrying them in from the grocery store. You got a 24 case of water. Oh, that's all you carrying. You know what I mean? Or if you got a couple gallons of water, that's all you carrying. It's not light. Get down. Hold on. That's all you carrying. It's not light, right? He said we're gonna make you our water carrier and our wood cutters. And if you know anything about wood, wood is heavier than water. Wood is extremely heavy. You can't even, if you get you a big size log, you can't even pick it up. So they were reduced to being their actual servants after they came and after they lied and after they deceived and after they did all this stuff, right? They made them do the hard work, hard labor, carry water, carry wood, cut wood. Like, it's over. So the things that these people think that they're getting away with, they are not getting away with, because in the end, God always has the last say. So they may get over for a little while. So don't feel bad about all these people that come against you, that try to do these things, that try to betray you and try to earn your trust and try to betray your trust. Like, I got a neighbor right there right now. Just being nosy. Want to hear what I'm doing, want to see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It don't matter, because She can look. I don't care. Kind of annoying a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, that's the thing about it, right? It never succeeds. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. It didn't say the weapon wouldn't form. It said the weapon wouldn't prosper. So be of good courage, y'all. Of course, this is the kind of stuff that should be on TV. And I'll catch y'all on the next video.